Food.
A challenge.
My turn.
I accept.
Press play. Dodge. Red.
You bet.
Adjust.
Not bad.
Get out.
A challenge.
Keep it up.
Wob wob. Wob wob.
Hit the gas.
Erase X.
No sweat. You chose well.
Roll. Feed. My turn. Cover it. Nifty. If I must. Adjust.
I accept.
Blend.
A triumph. Okay. Hit the gas.
Light. Let's go. Protect. Why not? Take a seat. Need.
A challenge. Stay centered.
Juice. Don't spill.
I approve. Comes an opportunity. I see.
I'm up. Yeah, here we go. Dodge. So cool.
You chose well.
Adjust. Let's go. Don't spill.
Yes. The top one. Yes, it's see-through.
Leave the candy.
A challenge.
Serve.
Wob wob.
Dodge.
That's it.
My turn. Get out. Let's fly. Roll.
I accept.
Knock him down.
No.
Why not? Blend.
It's starting to get cleaner. Yes.
Let's go. Erase V and X.
Oh. Wob wob.
Adjust.
I'm talking to you. No, I'm talking to you. Yes.
A challenge. Act quickly now.
Remove.
Yes. A triumph. Okay.
Lead.
Wob wob.
Light. Watch.
Good.
Find the drink.
Yes.
I accept. I shall not lose.
Juice. Don't spill.
I see. I approve.
Adjust.
Womp womp womp.
Get out.
Nice. A challenge.
Finish.
Okay, okay.
Heal. I'm up. Knock him down. I got this. Blend. My turn. Adjust.
I accept.
Escape.
Yes. Strike fast. You bet. Yes.
Attacked.
Nice.
Watch. Find the fruit.
Womp womp.
Magical.
Back.